What is up, party people? It is, what day is it? Wednesday morning. It's 9:49. I don't know if that constitutes for morning for some people. But I'm a late riser, so for me this is early. I'm making this video as part of my ongoing videos regarding agoraphobia and the things that I do to deal with it. I had an amazing day yesterday, moving past a barrier that had been placed about a year and a half ago, or maybe 2 years ago. As we know, agoraphobia keeps you centrally located. You have a safe place and a safe person, one or the other, maybe both. For me, I have both, or had both. And so this summer, what happened is my safe person, who is my significant other that I live with, she had to go away for work for a little over a month. So it was just me in the house with the dogs. So my safe person was gone, and I was forced to deal with it. I had been doing pretty good up until that point, but that was one of the obstacles that I needed to get past, and really there was no way I was going to get past it unless she just wasn't around. And as the universe would have it, because I'm a big believer that if you wholeheartedly pray for something, those opportunities find a way to work themselves into your life, and then you have to take advantage of it. So I had been praying and hoping and meditating on ways that I could get past this. And so that opportunity was presented, and for many reasons she had to go to work, which was a great trip for her also, or has been, still is. And I was there dealing with that. And I used the techniques that I've been, practicing, and the knowledge that I've gained over the past year, and slowly but surely, no problem. Well, I'm part owner in a local gourmet barbecue sauce with my good friend Lamar Jones. It's called the Jank. You see the logo here. And we were very lucky, very blessed to be picked as the top 25 finalists in this contest that the largest grocery store chain in Texas, H-E-B, was doing to try to find the best local foods that small businesses and entrepreneurs are putting together. So there was over 400 contest entries, and we got top 25. So that meant that we got an invitation to come to Houston, which is about 5.5 hours away from my house, for a celebration, and then to be a finalist and present our food, or our product, to a panel of judges, and then after that they pick the grand prize and the first, second, and third prize. So that meant that I needed to come to Houston, which is 5.5 hours away from my safe place. And that occurred yesterday. So here I am in Houston, in a hotel room, chilling out. The banquet was awesome yesterday, and then we present not today but tomorrow. So excuse me. So I'm making this video because I had anxiety about coming up here. Obviously, people with agoraphobia will understand. But I had the tools that I've been using, the knowledge that I've gained, and I utilized that yesterday, and here I am. On top of that, so I got here, right? Left my safe house, got here, I'm in Houston, and we get to the hotel, and my buddy says, what floor are we on? It's a pretty tall hotel. And they say, the 5th floor. And he said, what's the highest floor that we can go on? And I just look at him, because that means I'm even further away from a safe zone, I guess. I mean, because you're higher, maybe you feel a little bit more enclosed. You can't get outside or whatever quick enough. So I just kind of look at him, He looks back at me and just starts laughing. And she says, the 16th floor. We could put you on the 16th floor. And I just look at him again, and I'm just smiling, because I'm just here for the ride. I made the decision that I'm just gonna surrender. That's probably one of the biggest tools that I can give y'all, is surrendering. Just saying, I'm in this situation. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see where this journey leads me. No matter how I feel, no matter what's going on, I totally give in to what's happening right now. I did that on the way up here. When we hit traffic, my anxiety went boop, because I'm really not a fan of city traffic anymore. After living now in a small town for 6 years, 7 years? 7 years. When you get to Houston and the traffic is, I'm not a fan of it. So my anxiety went boop. But I surrendered. And when he said, we're going to come to the 16th floor, I didn't fight it. I wanted to say, come on, man, I just went through all this. At least let me, let's just stay on the 5th floor. I didn't say that. I said, okay, I surrender. And he laughed. And I said it out loud, literally. I surrender. Whatever's going to happen, let's just see where it goes. And I tried my hardest. With my whole heart, I surrendered to the situation. And here I am. I'm going to show you all the view. If you can see it. Can you even see it? Yeah. So the first thing I did, block that off. Back in a bit. The first thing I did when we got off the elevator is I went right to the window. First thing I did, I went right to the window, because you can't run away from the things that scare you. That's never going to be the way that you get over them, and then slowly but surely your circle of safety starts to get smaller as you run away from more things. So I went right to the window, and I looked out, and a little anxiety rushed over me. And I just surrendered to it. I used silence. I used stillness. A little bit of that awareness to just notice that I was feeling like that, and to allow it to just pass through me. And I just looked out. And I really just tried to look for things that were interesting. I was looking around, but I was trying to look around. And I did look around more out of intrigue and like a kid looks around in a toy store, he's just really curious about everything, and nothing scary because everything is so interesting. So I just kind of looked out, and I was looking for interesting things, and I could point out a couple things that were interesting. Then we came in the hotel room, and I went over to the window for probably about a minute, and I was just looking out and just trying to find something interesting, and now I kind of like the view. That's another barrier. So I've had a really big 2 days. Oh, and then I ate from buffet food yesterday. It was delicious food. It was, gourmet buffet food. But they had it served out in like a buffet style. And I typically don't eat like that. I get anxious about it. But, I came all the way up here. What am I going to not eat? So I ate anyway. Whatever. I surrender. Biggest tip I can give y'all: surrender. I surrender. Just say that with a smile on your face, even if you feel anxious as all heck. I surrender. Anxiety will pass, and you never know. You may just really enjoy what you were afraid of the whole time.